What's up, kitten cats? Welcome back to my channel. We are here today for a video that I haven't done one of these. I think it may actually have been years since I've done one of these. I don't know why I stopped doing them. I think in my head I was like, oh, people like get upset about these because like it's like, oh, like spending money and da 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 da. But I love watching these videos and you guys request them. We're here for favorites video. Yay! So, since it's been so long since I've done one, it's kind of a current favorites video, but it's mostly just honestly, a lot of it's like some like ride or die favorites because there's multiple of these products that I have purchased multiple times. So, without further ado, favorites time. First and foremost, this situation right here. This is more of a new favorite. I actually got it as like a free gift when I bought stuff from MAC, but it's this red lip. I have literally been wearing this obsessively. In my bloating video, this was the video that, or the lip color that I wore. Literally, I have been living for just like a tinted moisturizer, a little bit of cream blush, a little bit of cream highlight, mascara, maybe a teeny little bit of smudged eyeliner, brushed up brows, and a red lip. Like super simple, literally takes 10 minutes. And this is MAC Chili, and I'm obsessed with it. It's like the perfect red. It makes your teeth look really, really white. Granted, I have fairly white teeth anyway. Like people always ask me what I do and I don't do anything and I drink a lot of coffee. So I think that's just talk to God on that one. But MAC Chili, we chillin'. I love her. Next up, because 'tis the season for the best smells in the whole world, we have a candle. I have burned, I think 4 of these at this point. There's one burning right now, like actually burning on my little coffee table. This is Fresh Fall Morning from White Barn / Bath & Body Works. Oh, it's just divine. I have the candles, I have the wall plugins. I want my entire existence to smell like Fresh Fall Morning. It's not like a baked goods type fall smell. It almost gives me like, hear me out on this, grown-up Abercrombie and Fitch vibes. It's similar to mahogany teakwood, but different. I don't know how to describe it. It's just phenomenal. And it just gives your home such a pleasant, like, just a pleasant scent. It's not fruity, and like I said, it's not baked goodsy. It doesn't smell like fire. It just, I don't know, it just smells really clean. I don't know what the notes are. I don't friggin' know. The throw on these is pretty darn solid, as are with most Bath & Body Works candles. The only thing that I've noticed with Bath & Body candles is that the throw might be good, but the burn time is not the greatest. So that's probably why I've gone through so many of them, because I will literally have one of these burning all day long because I work from home. And I'm like, I want my home to smell nice all day long. So, Fresh Fall Morning, Bath & Body Works. Heard it here first, maybe. I don't know. It's been around for a while. Next up, we have a food favorite, which is very random, but I've just been using so much of it that I was like, I have to include this. But I've been really obsessed with tahini lately. I drizzle this on salads, on stir fries, whatever it is. Tahini is just like a ground sesame seed type spread. They use it a lot in Mediterranean cooking, I think. It was one of the instances where I was making my sister and my brother-in-law, I just call him my brother because he's been in my life for over a decade. He's my brother, but it's my sister's husband. But I was making them dinner one night and I was using this in what I was cooking, and I just obviously like kept the rest of it, and I have been hooked ever since. It's just really yummy and savory, and you can put it on wraps, you can put it on bootables, you can put it on salads, you can put it on stir fries, you could like dip carrots in it or celery or whatever. It's just super tasty, and Luna's gonna start whining. The one that I've been using is the garlic tahini from the Simple Truth brand from Kroger. I have not tried another brand, but I'm sure there's some fabulous ones out there. Next favorite you guys have seen in a video before. I'm not going to show it in this video because it is actually in use right now. It's my cold brew jar from Amazon. Part of why I love this so much is because I can now make decaf cold brew. Thus, I can drink cold brew all day long because I love cold brew. And we're getting to the season where I can't have cold brew anymore because it's a little too cold. We're not quite there yet, so I'm still living my life with a cold brew. But I obviously don't want to drink caffeinated cold brew all day long because that would present a problem. Modern problems require modern solutions. And the cold brew jug that you've seen in a video before from Amazon, it is that. It is a modern solution to a modern problem. I actually had to buy a separate pitcher that's just like a regular pitcher to pour the freshly brewed cold brew into so I can immediately start brewing another batch because I go through it so fast. So fast. And then my favorite coffee as of late, that coffee shop that I went to in Pittsburgh for North Americans, Nicholas's, their coffee beans are some of the best coffee beans I've ever had in my life, and they have such a variety of decaf flavors. Like so good. Their pumpkin spice is so delicious. So I guess this is like another random favorite. The pumpkin spice is so delicious, and I'm not even a huge pumpkin spice person, but I like it because it's more nutmeggy. So excellent. And you can order all of their coffee grounds online. And then the toasted nut fudge, so good. The coconut, good Lord. If you like coconut, I feel like people feel very passionately about coconut. Like you either love it or you hate it. Luna, do you love coconut or do you hate it? I don't know. As another favorite is the Nicholas's Coffee Company that we went to in Pittsburgh, and you can order their coffee beans online. So, good stuff. Next up, we have a clothing item, which if you follow me at all, particularly my fashion page, this will come as no surprise to you. My Docs. My Lord, these are like my most worn pair of shoes. I had wanted a pair of Doc Martens since I was like a sophomore or junior in high school because the floral ones were really popular among dancers at the time, and also it was like really trendy to like go to dance conventions and like take class and stuff in combat type boots or like military type boots. I would always dance in my Steve Maddens, but whatever. But the floral Docs were really popular, at least among like the dancers at the time, and I just never bought them. And so last year I finally broke down and I just got some black ones. These are the Pascal boot, and I wear them literally nonstop regardless of the season. They are literally these are literally like my favorite shoes. I will warn you, these come at a cost, and it's pain. So when you first get Doc Martens and you're breaking them in, you will get blisters and it will hurt. And they're so stiff when you first buy them. Like when I first got them, I was like, oh no. I was like, oh, I want to love these, but oh no. And now there's fur. And now they're worn in. There's plenty of give to them. Like as you can see, they're just like super soft and like pliable. So just be prepared when you first get them. It's gonna be a process, but it's worth the wait. So what I did was I just wore them around the house the first few times I wore them to break them in versus wearing them out, because you will get blisters, particularly on the back of your heel. So just be ready for that. But once they're broken in, it's the most committed relationship I've been in a while. That's what I'm getting at. So good old Docs. All right, next we have a supplement favorite. It's not new to the market, but it's just something that I've used a lot more regularly. And this is Ascend. Kind of hard to read because this one doesn't have the new branding on it and the label's still shiny. But Ascend, from the supplement sponsor that I work with, Legion. You can use code Emily on all of their products, shameless plug. But Ascend is a nootropic. So a nootropic is kind of like a cognition and energy support supplement that is non-stimulant based. So why I like this so much is, especially within prep, energy obviously drops a little bit, but I don't want to overstimulate myself with tons and tons and tons of caffeine. So this, I swear to God, I notice a huge difference with this when I take it in terms of like my work output, my ability to focus, my mental clarity, things like that. So using this as an alternative if you struggle with focus and energy at all, so that you're not just constantly pounding your system with caffeine, because that can actually make the problem worse. This is a great option. So I don't take this necessarily daily. I more so reserve it for like as needed times, but in those as needed times, comes in clutch. I get so much work done, so just productive and just like, I feel like it's one of those things that I can actually tell a palpable difference when it kicks in. I'm like, oh, okay. So that is Ascend from Legion, highly recommended. Next up we have a beauty favorite. There's a handful of beauty favorites in this video because we love beauty stuff. So I get asked about hair products literally all the time. And I mean literally, very literally, yeah, that. Especially dry shampoo, because I'm the queen of washing my hair at max once per week. I can extend it if I really try to like 9 to 10 days. Granted, it's not a cute 9-10 days, but it's a 9-10 days. This is the Briogeo Scalp Revival. This is hands down my current favorite dry shampoo. So I do love the IGK First Class Charcoal Dry Shampoo Spray, and I do love the Bumble and Bumble Prea Powder, but this is like the marriage of the two. So it's everything I love about both. It's the charcoal aspect that I love from the IGK, and also like the spray aspect. I think I've shown this in a video before, I'm not 100% sure. But then what I love about the Bumble and Bumble one is just the amount of like texture and lift it gives as the powder. So with this, it is a powder, but it's this concept is brilliant and I love it. It's this little thing and you, and so instead of like the Bumble and Bumble one, it's just like a tiny little hole at the top and you kind of just have to like spray. This gives it out in almost like a powdery mist, so that way it's a little bit more even, it's a little bit more like, I don't know, even, and it gives your hair just like a nice little bit of lift and volume and a little bit of life without, obviously if you use too much and you have dark hair, you'll get a little bit of a gray cast, but like, I love it so much. Next up we have a recovery favorite. So this is the Max Salve from Cured Nutrition, which is the CBD company, the hemp company that I work with and have worked with since 2017. This stuff, I'm telling you, when you are sore, best friend. I can put this on. So like what I'll do is if I notice a particular area is sore, I will put this on at night before I go to bed. Next day, I swear I wake up and there is relief. Not just like, oh, you slept and you've recovered a bit more type relief, but it's a different kind of relief. Also, anyone out there who menstruates, this for cramps, let me tell you about it. So put this like right around that area where you get cramps, that like lower belly, that whole little belt situation, low back if that happens to you. Grab your heating pad, post up, you're set for forever. This is amazing. Actually, my dad, it's the cutest thing, like it makes me so happy. I gave him, and my mom, but especially him because he deals with like a lot of just different like types of pain, arthritis, things like that, especially in his knees and his rotator cuffs. But I gave him one of these and he's actually requested me to give him like more because he's used it so much because it's helped him so much. So he has arthritis in his knees, and then his rotator cuffs, he's torn both of them. So he's gone through rotator cuff surgery. He has a knee replacement. He uses this and like, he's still an active guy. Like he golfs, he plays hockey, like he gets out and walks with my mom every day. And this has actually helped bring him a lot of pain relief. So that just like, it brings me so much joy. So this, again, the Cured Nutrition Max Salve. You can use the code Emily for a discount. Cured Nutrition, baby. Only CBD company I use. All right, you guys have heard me talk about this one before. I think I've purchased like 4. This is my favorite scent. Favorite scent. So this is Tom Ford Ombre Leather. This smell, this is the female version of Cher I Am a Rich Man. Like I feel like I smell like a rich man but a woman. Does that make sense? I'll put the scent notes right here because it is very sexy. I also love this smell so much from like an emotional perspective because I first started wearing this back in like 2018 when I really felt like I was like stepping back into my powers, either late 2018 or early 2019. I don't remember off the top of my head, but like scent memory is really strong. It's one of the strongest forms of memory recollection that we have. So the fact that I started wearing this then, and like that was when I started to really just feel strong and independent and like myself again after all of my explant stuff, like this is my strong woman scent and I love it. It's my go-to when I don't know what to wear, whatever season it is. I wear it more in the fall, winter because it's more of like that kind of scent to me, but I will still wear it in the spring and summer, especially if I'm like going out at nighttime or something like that, because it is just God, it's just like a sexy, like powerful scent. And I adore it. It's so expensive, but I adore it. Another beauty favorite, I have my friend Chanel to thank for this one. She was like, dude, you need this stuff. This is the Lush Cosmetics Feeling Younger. I don't know 100% what this is meant to be used for. Okay, it's a skin tint, so I am using it correctly. And this wasn't just us coming up with an off-label use. But it's this just beautiful, like I would describe it as a cream highlight. So you need the teeniest, tiniest bit of it. Like even that is like more than I would put here. And I do have it on right now if you want to see it in action. Look at that. It's just this gorgeous, like catches the light type glow, which is what I want. So even on like no makeup days, some days I'll just pop a little bit of this on like my cheekbones and stuff like that, and it's super cute. I'll use it as a highlight on days when I actually have makeup on, or you can even just mix it with like a little bit of tinted moisturizer, whatever, and have just like a nice, very light coverage, very glowy look. I adore this, and I am so grateful, Chanel. This is one of the greatest contributions you have made to my life, and I owe you eternally for this. So thank you. Another food favorite. I just recently purchased this, but it is that good that it's already earned a spot on the favorites roster. So when it comes to chocolate, I am a huge dark chocolate person. I don't like, just in general, when things are like sickeningly like saccharine-y sweet anymore. That's just not, it's not my journey. That's not where I'm at. I love dark chocolate. Like dark chocolate. I picked this up at Whole Foods. Not trying to flip you off. This is Noir Serious. I don't know if I'm saying that right because I am not Icelandic, but this is 70% extra bitter traditional Icelandic chocolate. This stuff is so rich and so divine that the smallest bit of it is just so intensely satisfying that you truly don't need more. Like I can literally have half a serving of this and I'm just like, precisely in that fashion. So this, especially if you pair it with like a cup of decaf coffee at night, oh my God. It's just everything. It's everything. So I found it at Whole Foods, and actually when I posted it, some of my followers, whether you've been to Iceland or you are from Iceland, they were like, yeah, this stuff is so good. Like our Icelandic chocolate is really, really good. Iceland is honestly one of the top, and just the Nordic countries in general are one of the top and some of the top destinations that I want to visit, just because I think their culture is really interesting, like the Nordic cultures. And then with Iceland in particular, I want to try Icelandic skyr because I love Siggy skyr, and I'm guessing it does not do traditional Icelandic justice, or traditional Icelandic skyr any justice. And now I want to try real Icelandic chocolate. And obviously like see everything in Iceland. That would be like the primary motive for going, but you know what I mean. Chocolate. Another beauty favorite. You guys have heard me talk about this for well over a year now, maybe close to 2. I'm not sure. But this is the Becca Brightening Under Eye Corrector. As you can see, this one has been very loved, and we are nearing the end of our time together. But this, for dark circles, nothing else compares. Nothing at all. It's not so heavy that it's a true color corrector in my opinion, which I like about it. Literally, you can just use this, and I mean, I do this by itself, like the teeniest, tiniest little like bit underneath your eye, and just go without any other makeup, and it just brightens up your entire eye. So if you're somebody that you have dark circles, which are largely genetic, I cannot tell you how much you need this in your life. I wish they had more of a broad shade range, but if you can find this in a shade for you, this is literally my favorite. I use the medium to deep one just because I am more of like medium olive skinned, especially like coming fresh off of summer. But this is just 11 out of 10. Another beauty favorite for us bushy browed beauties, soap brows. This stuff, I have been wanting to perfect the bushy brushed up brow look for so long. And I think my eyebrow hair was just too much for these other brow products. Just too much. They couldn't handle it. I'm allowed to process. Soap brows, they know how to handle me. That sounds very provocative, but I did not mean it to. Okay. That's why we don't do sit down videos anymore. But this, it literally just looks like soap. And I tried the soap dupe that all the UK people talked about, the peaches soap or whatever. Not the same. Does not work the same in my opinion. But all you do is you spray this with, like, you can use water, you can use the spray that it comes with, you can use, like, I've used like setting spray and a little brush, and you just run it through a little bit. Then you brush up your little brow hairs. I like to set them with powder just so that it like stays and it's just a beautiful bushy brushed up brow. Once I have, like, when I have freshly tinted brows, like with my at-home brow tint that I showed you guys in a video a while ago, that plus this is literally the only thing I need on my brows anymore. And we love that. We love simplicity. I've gotten very lazy with my makeup lately. Kitchen favorite that I just got like a week ago, but it's already a favorite. This is a matcha frother. You can literally froth anything in it. Like, go froth yourself for all I care. I don't, you know, whatever, do what you want. But this is from my friends over at Ito Matcha, which is my favorite matcha. It's the matcha that I use and I make. I showed you guys a few videos back how I like to make my matcha every day. This has made the process so much easier. Now, granted, sometimes I will just still use the whisk that it comes with because, like, it's just nice, you know? It's just like a nice therapeutic process to whisk your matcha, but this does it for you. It has a setting where if you push it once, it's for hot, and so it'll heat the water for you. And then it has a setting, if you push the button twice, it'll do it cold. So this is my favorite for frothing my matcha so I don't have to do it with my hands. It takes like 90 seconds and it's perfection. So just froth away. Whatever you want. Now we have a skincare favorite as we begin to wind this video down. This is the Tula Signature Glow Refreshing and Brightening Face Mist. This is one of my favorite things to use, especially just like in the morning, like waking up, like after I've kind of just cleaned off my face, that kind of thing. But it's just like a nice, just nice refresher, especially if you have on powder makeup and you find that it's starting to like settle on your skin throughout the day. Or again, another one for great for no makeup days where you just want a nice little glow. So this is just the Tula Signature Glow. It does have probiotics and hyaluronic acid, also strawberry extract and kiwi fruit water. Also lingonberry to help protect from pollution and blue light. We love that. If you need a good face mist, look no further and use code MDUNK for 15% off your order. Last but not least, we have an activewear favorite. And I had to mention this because I'm so proud of them. And I freaking love these pants. So my lovely friends, Katie and Hayden, just launched Story, which is their activewear brand. These are the tights that I freaked the frick out about on my Instagram story. They're so amazing. They're so incredible. They literally feel like heaven on your body. I love the little track stripe. I'll try and put like a video clip from my story try on here, but these feel like the original Align fabric before they changed something and it wasn't the same anymore and it wasn't as nice. These just feel like so buttery, like naked feel. This just emeraldy color is so stunning. Everything that I got, they were nice enough to send me a PR box, which I was like, oh my god, you're the greatest. But everything I got in the box was absolutely freaking beautiful. Some of the best quality activewear from especially like an influencer brand that I've seen in such a long time. I believe, I mean, I don't know if they're going to like have a constant rotation of like staple stock pieces or if things are just not going to be restocked ever. But if you can get your hands on these or anything from Story, like, they killed it. Some of the highest quality I've seen in a long time. So congratulations to you guys. I'm super proud of you. All right, you guys, I rambled on for a while, but we have not done one of these in whatever the opposite of a New York minute is. Don't know what that is. But I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know some of your current favorites below if there's anything that I need to try. Always down for that. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click the little bell so you never miss an upload, and that's it from me. So I love ya, and I'll see you in the next one.